Hello and welcome back to the layout. This is a little update on everything that has happened in the past 2 days. First off, I have put some talus, some Woodlands Phoenix talus, for the creek bed. A lot of the creeks and rivers in the Rockies are, well, rocky, so the talus I found to be a pretty good representation of everything underneath the water. I'll probably be using some Deep Pour Woodlands Phoenix water as well, just because of its availability. But if I find that it's too expensive, I might resort to something else. I've also put down a lot more plaster cloth on the layout, and it's still drying, but I like to use the classic crumpled up newspaper and plaster cloth method for making all of the hills on the layout. But instead of newspaper, though, I like to use copy paper if I can get my hands on it. For example, I use a lot of the old leftover paper from or papers from classes in high school when I was in high school, for the base underneath, like this. I also like to use a lot of masking tape just to help shape it underneath. But again, it's still drying, but once it's dry, I'll make a custom paint out of acrylic paint using khaki, brown, and orange to make a color that's similar, which the color isn't uniform across the layout. You can see it really well right here, how it's darker and lighter, which I'll probably blend it better, but nothing in Mother Nature is uniform, so I didn't think it would be good to just have one big batch of a desert color, instead to just let whatever happen on its own. It'd probably look a lot more natural. In the future, or here soon, I will probably also put a little piece of card underneath this switch somewhere, because I found that, well, it stays pretty well, but if you slightly move it, it's actually on an incline, so I don't want my rolling stock rolling out onto the main line, so I'll try to elevate this a little bit more so it stays where it's supposed to. So yeah, that's all that's really happened on the layout. I think I might have put a few more trees down, but I'll end the video with a running session.